What's up everybody and welcome to my channel. Today we'll be reviewing a figurine that I got from Ami and it's from one of my favorite animes and that's why I decided to get it. I pre-ordered this baby around 6 months ago I believe and it came in today. So while I unbox the figurine, let me go over the anime real quick, which is called My Youth Romantic Comedy's Wrong as I expected, where this figurine is from. And it's also called Oregairu or Snafu as an acronym. This anime is based off a light novel and it also has a manga and 2 prior seasons with a 3rd season announced this year. And one of the main reasons why I like this character is because she's one of the main leading roles to the guy named Hachiman, who is very deep into the thought of life. So now let's have a little montage of me opening the box. So surprisingly, this box is actually much smaller than I anticipated because usually the figurine boxes from Ami are relatively huge. This says here 80 size, so I'm guessing that's 80 centimeters. I'm not too sure, but usually it's like 140 size or 140 centimeters. I'm just guessing. So now the postcard that we have today from Ami is their store character. Very, very cute. And then we have the actual box. The figurine definitely looks like the prototype photos and it actually came out just looking like the prototype photos. But that's just because it's in the plastic, but hopefully when I open it up and actually see it without the glare of the plastic, it'll look nice. So as you can see right here, it's the Yukinoshita Yukino Lingerie version. So while I'm unboxing the figurine from the box, you're probably wondering, Royce, you didn't tell us why you like Yukino in the first place. And that's true, so let me go over it. And be aware that this is just personal preference. Because in the series, she's seen as a smart, beautiful, cold type of girl. She's like the president of student council and whatnot. But personally, I find that kind of attractive. She's like all these great things that people aspire to be, but yet she's very humble. And she keeps quiet about things and doesn't really share a lot of her secrets to people, and that has that mysterious feel that lures people in, kind of like an anglerfish, right? In the ocean you can see the light, but you don't really know them until you actually go to the light. And that's what Yukino reminds me of, this ominous figure. Not only that is she's kind of cute in some ways, again personal preference, but that's one of the main or one of the few reasons why I got this figurine compared to all the other characters in the series. Okay, so there is the base. It's pretty soft. It's your standard felt base for characters that sit down or lay down on something. Oh, it's magnetic. So we have 2 magnetic ears for the head right there. And that's it. That's the only accessory. The rest of that is just the figurine itself. So none of the parts are removable. I need to look for the other ear. Oh, there it is. Let's review it together. So I hope you can see the figurine. Okay, so as you can see, we already talked about the removable ears. They're magnetic. And now let's go over the paint. So as you can see, there are some blemishes here on the shoulder. And then as for the details, everything looks good. There's some blemishes on the feet and you can also see some of the creasing from the mold right here. Wasn't properly blended in. As you can see, a little bit on the ankle. Same thing with the knees over here. I mean, that's pretty hard to blend in, honestly. The material is just your standard PVC ABS material. The painting on the face is very good. You can see that it doesn't have that glossy finish that some expensive figurines have where the eyes are painted with like some glitter and you can see some reflectance, otherwise known as follow me eyes, but otherwise these are just your standard eyes. And then you even have like ribbons behind here, very intricate. And then the hair, pretty standard, nothing really special. So my final score for this figurine would be 7 out of 10 because it's cool, like it's wow, it's cute, it's kawaii, but it doesn't have like the amazing detail that it lacks from certain type of high-end figurines. Even though this is pretty not high tier, I consider this one more like a mid-tier figurine. So there you have it, that's my review, and let me get you some great footage and enjoy the rest of the video.